we use our ultimate, we're able to get the pick onto the Heimdall. We use our 1 to get some good damage off. Amaterasu uses her ultimate, we're able to get the double kill. Now we're going to pressure the Hercules. We're going to use our 1, get the anti-heal proc onto him. We're going to use our 1 again. We're going to use our 2 to slow him down. We're going to use our 1 again. We're going to use our 3. We're going to use our 1 again. And the Amaterasu is able to get the pick. What a do, Scooby-Doo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we're going to be playing Hebo in Ranked Joust. If you are new to the channel, I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, this video is video 7 of 9 that are pre-recorded, and it is on the 7.8 patch, not the 7.9 patch, because your boy's on vacation. This game starts off a little bit rough. That is because they have a really early game team and we have kind of a late game team. But stick with me, we're going to get through it. So let's go ahead and review Hebo's abilities. Hebo's 1 is a cone attack that does damage. This ability has a really short cooldown. Hebo's 2, he's going to summon a Reaver. This is going to increase the movement speed of allies and decrease the movement speed of enemies. It has a lifetime of 7 seconds, and the slow/movement speed increase is going to go up as you level up this ability. Hebo's 3, he's going to make a small circle that he's going to summon. It's going to knock up enemies and deal damage. Hebo's ultimate, he's going to turn into a wave and dash forward. So it's kind of like a line attack, but it's a really wide line attack. This ability does a lot of damage. Hebo's passive, every time Hebo uses an ability, he's going to gain a stack. This stack gives him 5% power, and he can have up to 3 stacks. Each stack lasts for 5 seconds. If you get a second stack, it's going to extend the duration. In terms of the build, we're starting with Mage's Blessing, and then we're going into the tier 1 of Bancroft's Talon. For the leveling order, we put 2 points into our 1 and 1 point into our 3. We're going to want to max out our 1 first because it only has a 3-second cooldown. At level 4, we're going to put a point into our carpet, which is our 2. Level 5, we're going to put a point into our ultimate. Then we're going to want to max the 1, max our ult when we can, max our 3, max our carpet. The logic behind this is that his 1 just has such a short cooldown. So Hebo is a little bit squishy in the early game, and he doesn't really come online until he can start leveling up his second ability. We already get pulled by Hercules, we're forced to use our beads, we use our 1, trying to avoid the Heimdall damage. The Amaterasu gets hit and loses a lot of health. We gotta watch out for this Hercules. Hercules is a very strong early game god because he's able to displace you or your teammates. You might be dead right here. We are dead right here. So Hercules pulled us twice. The first time, it forced us to use our beads. The second time, they were able to get a pick. Super unfortunate. We just needed to play a little bit further back, and this is actually a matchup where I think I should have put a point into my carpet instead of doubling up on my 1. Being able to throw a carpet to give myself and my allies movement speed could be very helpful when trying to deal with this Hercules. That, and it also slows the Hercules down. Heimdall is pretty weak, we might be able to get a pick onto him. Unfortunately, we don't have our damage yet. Later on, once we get a few items, our 3 is going to just chunk people. Damage is coming up after this next wave, so we're going to make our way over to the neutral camp in the middle. In Joust, whenever there's not a wave in lane, you want to try to hit the camps. Right here, we did not even see that they were rotating and following. We use our carpet, that's going to give us some increased movement speed, and we're able to get out. We lost a lot of health right there. Amaterasu unfortunately goes down too. There's not much we were going to be able to do for her. We use our 3. We probably should have just turned and ran. We get knocked up, and Heim is able to get us. So, very rough start. Their Hercules is setting up a lot for the enemy team. But Hercules does kind of fall off a little bit. We just got to prevent him from snowballing too hard. All enemies are level 5, so we can expect them to use their ultimates on this next engagement. We do not have beads for Heimdall, so we are in a little bit of trouble, and we are going to want to position ourselves a little more carefully. Damage is up. Hercules just came from that side, so I think it's safe to assume that they got the red buff. Our blue will be responding in just a moment. I think as soon as the minions touch in the middle, our blue will be back. Maybe even a little before. We'll see. right as the minions touch. I called it. We're going to use our 2. It's going to allow us to get a little closer to the Hercules while still remaining somewhat safe. Hercules doesn't really want to cross our carpet. Cuckoo gets stunned. We walk into the Cuckoo ultimate. We're going to use our 2 to get away. Hercules is pressuring us. We are able to avoid his pull. Amaterasu is doing some good damage. Time is able to get the pick onto the Kali. We're going to start falling back. That is a Hercules ultimate down. He's able to get the Amaterasu. One strategy that our team could be doing is just sitting under tower and letting the minions come to our tower line. However, we want to be high pressure and try to get camps as well. We have our ultimate, we're going to use it just to avoid the Hercules pull. If we didn't do that, we probably would have been dead right there. We are able to avoid the Cuckoo 3 as well. We're going to go ahead and back, and we're thinking about lifesteal boots, and then we're also thinking about cooldown boots. We are going to get some lifesteal online with Bancroft's Talon. The cooldown boots is more for the ultimate. We don't really need cooldown on our 1, but being able to use our ultimate more often is going to be helpful. So we decide to go with the cooldown boots. If we weren't going Bancroft's Talon, I would definitely recommend going the lifesteal boots. But since we're already getting some lifesteal, I think we'll get away with the cooldown boots. Now that we have boots online, we are going to have a little bit of a power spike. We're really waiting until we get the Bancroft's Talon. That's when we'll get our largest power spike, in the early game at least. Hercules does have some heals, so picking up some anti-heal might be something we want to consider when considering what we should build. They have 2 physical, 1 magical. Not that we're going to build any defense, but just in general. Amaterasu should be able to clean that up. We get the 1-off onto the Cuckoo, get the knock-up, and Ama's able to clean that up, getting a double. Gets caught on minions, is able to avoid the Hercules ultimate. Looks like Hercules has Shield of Regrowth because he healed and then seemed to get faster. We'll have to check that in just a moment. We're trying to avoid the Hercules pull or dash, so we just use our ultimate to go through him. We use our carpet to get Kali up there a little bit quicker if she would like. We are going to try to stick around for this wave. We use our 1 through the wave and onto the Hercules. We hit him with a 3. Unfortunately, our 3 is just not strong enough yet to do any relevant damage. It's a nice little poke, but it's nothing to force him to be like, whoa, what was that? Looks like red is up, and it looks like they're going to get it again. Cuckoo's here. We're going to fall back just a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and back because we're almost out of mana. We're going to pick up the tier 2 of Bancroft's Talon. Bancroft's Talon is going to give us 100 magical power, it's going to give us 15% lifesteal, and it's going to give us 150 mana. Its passive is as we get weaker, we're going to gain power and lifesteal. We avoid the Cuckoo ult, I'm going to use her ultimate, we're going to use our 1, we're able to get the pick onto the Heimdall. We're going to use our 2, get the increased movement speed, we missed our 1, we're going to use our 3, get the knockup, hopefully Kali can finish. Unfortunately, Hercules is able to get the pick, Amaterasu is able to clean up, we're going to use our 1 onto the Cuckoo. We're going to use our 2 to get the increased movement speed, we're going to try to use our 3 through the wall, it's not enough damage, we're going to continue to chase. And it looks like he is out. Yes, he made it out. Unfortunate. So the passive on Bancroft's Talon, as we lose health, we're going to gain magical power and magical lifesteal. This caps out at 25 health remaining, or 25% health remaining. So as you lose health, you're going to get more power and more lifesteal. This caps out at 100 magical power at 25 health remaining, 25% health remaining, and this caps out at 20 additional lifesteal at 25% health remaining. Sorry, that was a mouthful, but early game, if we are weak, let's say we only have 20% of our health left, we're going to get 200 magical power out of Bancroft's Talon, which is just an absolutely nutty amount this early in the game. We use our 3 to get some damage. We probably want to position ourselves for an ultimate right here. We're able to use our 1 because we thought we secured the blue. Unfortunately, we did not. We use our 1 to get the Heimdall. We're going to use our 3. Unfortunately, that misses. We use our 2. We get pulled by the Hercules. Cuckoo is able to get some damage onto us, and we fall down. A little unfortunate, we were trying to dodge the Cuckoo, and we walked right into the Hercules pool. after going into I ruined it. After going into Bancroft's Talon, we're going to go into Divine Ruin. Divine Ruin is going to give us 90 magical power, and it's going to give us 10 magical penetration. This is flat pen, not percent pen. Whenever we deal damage to an enemy with an ability, they're going to have 40% reduced healing for a certain amount of time. Whenever we're leaving Fatland, we are using our 2 because it increases our movement speed. We're going to use our 2, increase our movement speed, slow Heim down just a little bit, and then poke him with our 3. Use the carpet to get us out of the Cuckoo 3. And that's like a great example of how you want to use the 2. Increase your speed, slow somebody down, poke them with the 3, and then use it to get out. We're able to secure the red buff. Hercules is back in lane. We are slowly but surely clawing our way back into this. We get some good damage. Hopefully Alma can clean it up. Hercules is on us. Both of his abilities are down, so we're kind of just going to walk away. We use our 2 to slow him down. We use our 1. We miss our 3. That is a Hercules ultimate. We walk right into it. We're going to fall back because Heim was nearby. We use our ultimate to avoid the pull. We get picked by Heimdall. We ulted right into the Heimdall. Super unfortunate. We could have ulted away, but we were going to try to get some damage off. That might have been the misplay. I think we might have been better just trying to ult away. We do not have enough money for Divine Ruin, so we're just going to pick up a potion or 2, I hope. They are out leveling us, they have more gold than us, and they have more kills than us. Amaterasu is able to get the pick onto the Heimdall. Amaterasu has gone off. Hercules is focusing on Callie and myself. He's not really focusing on the Amaterasu. So Amaterasu is able to go into the backline and deal some good damage. We walk right into that Cuckoo 3. Amaterasu, we miss our 1. Amaterasu should be able to clean this up, or we're able to get it with our 3. We use our 1 on the minions. We're going to fall back. Hercules is here. We get pulled. We use our beads so we don't get pushed. We use our 3. Amaterasu ultimate. Everything we have, we're able to get the Hercules. We're going to start working on the blue buff. There is a wave in middle, so we are missing some XP. We probably missed more XP in mid than the blue camp was worth, so we would have benefited from hitting the middle lane with our teammates and then hitting the blue buff. We have enough money for Divine Ruin, so we're going to go ahead and pick that up. That's going to give us a little bit of a power spike. We really got this Divine for the Hercules. We do not have a tower, so we need to be careful on how far we push up right here. We do have Callie somewhat nearby, and Amaterasu standing right next to us. We do not have eyes on the Hercules, so that is a little concerning. We use our 3, we're able to get some damage onto the Heimdall. Now our 3 is starting to chunk a little bit. In Conquest, you absolutely level your 1 before your 3, but in Joust, I think you could make a good argument that the poke from the 3 could be stronger. You just won't be able to do it as often. In Conquest, you need that ability to just continuously do it often. We use our ultimate, we're able to get the pick onto the Heimdall. We use our 1 to get some good damage off. Amaterasu uses her ultimate, we're able to get the double kill. Now we're going to pressure the Hercules. We're going to use our 1 to get the anti-heal proc onto him. We're going to use our 1 again. We're going to use our 2 to slow him down. We're going to use our 1 again. We're going to use our 3. We're going to use our 1 again. And the Amaterasu is able to get the pick. So what I was trying to say is in Joust, I think you could make the argument to level up the 3 because it's range poke and it can potentially set up your teammates. It's a little hard to use your 1 on the minion wave because it kind of puts you out of position. You have to get close to the minions and then you're within range of the enemy. But we leveled our 1. We used our 3, knock him up, we're able to hit him with the 1 more 1, and we're able to get the pick. We did not see Heimdall. We thought maybe he would ult. We're trying to wiggle as much as we can. We use our 2, get a little bit of a heal. We use our 1. We're going to use our 2 to get away. We actually used our 3 earlier, not our 2. Our 2 is our rug, and we're able to successfully get out. Having that lifesteal from Bancroft's Talon is what saved us right there. If we didn't turn onto that Heimdall, we definitely would have gone down. But between the damage from our 3 and our 1, we were able to take enough of his health off and heal up out of the red area into the yellow area, and we were probably 1 auto attack from dying, and from our abilities we probably became 2 or 3 auto attacks from dying. Plus we also probably got the 100 magical power from being that weak. We're going to use our 2, use our 1 to get the anti-heal proc onto the Hercules. We use our beads, we're going to go ahead and ult the Heimdall. Hercules is running away. Now our team and our characters are starting to come online. I have my damage, Amaterasu's a little tanky, Callie's starting to get her damage online. We get pushed, we get ulted. Amaterasu is able to save her life. We're going to go ahead and lifesteal off this camp. And if Callie is tanking the damage, we can absolutely assist right here. I don't know if she would have been able to get it without us. Maybe. Anyway, after going into Divine Ruin, we are going to be going into Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver is going to give us 95 magical power, it's going to give us 300 mana, and it's going to give us 10% magical penetration. It has a really cool passive that is great for dealing with tanks. Your abilities deal an additional 2% of the target's maximum health as magical damage. If the target has over 2,000 health, your ability bonus damage scales up. This effect reaches a maximum of 7% maximum health damage at 270-50 health. Subsequent hits on the same target do half the bonus damage for 3 seconds. So that's a lot. What does all that mean? That means that if the enemy has over 2,000 health, we're going to do 2% damage to them with our abilities. If they have 2,750 health, so just a difference of 750 health, our abilities are going to deal up to 7% damage. And then any ability for the next 3 seconds is only going to deal half of that number. A lot happened while I was trying to explain that. We're able to get the Phoenix. We have pick onto 2 of them. We're going to use our 3 to get the Divine Ruin onto the Hercules. If we can get a pick onto this Hercules, we might be able to end the game right here. We use our 2 to speed up our teammates and to get a pick on the Hercules. We are going to start working on the Titan, and it looks like this is going to be the end of this one. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, please check out the channel and subscribe for more content. The stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.